Oh, hey folks, welcome back. John here. Thanks for joining me on my next video. This video takes place mainly in the early part of May. I join up with a couple separate hunts with two of my good friends, Joe and Pete, on some sites here in the Champlain Valley, Vermont, and also in northeastern Vermont. I definitely find a few nice things, but Pete, on my second hunt, definitely scores the finds of the day, pulling a number of large coppers and some nice colonial relics. So let me get right to the video, enough of me talking, and we'll show you what we found. A cut copper, baby. Oh yeah. Holy cow. Another awesome, fully intact crowdal bell. Look at that. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, it's not a coin! And so this is going to be the obverse, and it's another Drake bust. It's an 1865. The date's clearly readable right there on my phone. Look at that. Great seal button. It's deep, so maybe it's not crushed. It's not crushed. Holy crap. Well, there's Joe way over there. We're in the Northeast Kingdom of Vermont today, so I'm just kind of working the edge of one of these old fields. I'm getting a lot of interference on the AT Pro from these kind of primitive power lines up here. I've tried different frequencies and it's a little difficult, but you kind of listen through the false pulses and get the good pulses, and I finally got a decent one here at this entry level to the field here, or entry part to the field, and look at that, folks. That's not bad. I got a part of a two-piece flat button, but that's a nice round musket ball to start the day off here for the first part of the morning. So we'll take that any day. There's been some old coins and a real pulled out of this field, so maybe we can get lucky and get on top of one today for you. All right, on to the next. Well, here I am at my next target. We're at an old house now. We moved off those fields. I dug a 1911 wheat penny. I didn't get it on tape, but this is maybe a Rains guide. What do you think, guys? It's got a brass. It's totally brass with a. It's threaded, so it's not like really early. So maybe early 20th century. I'm thinking that's a Rains guide, and that just kind of bore into the buggy, and that's kind of sat off to the side like that. Rains go through that. I think that's what that is, since that's screwed in there with the threaded screws on the end there. But that's a nice find. I'm right behind the house, and we'll kind of poke around here for a while, see if we can dig up a few more goodies. On to the next. Well, Joe's way down there. I'm going to get down out of the wind because I'm on the top of a hill. But I want to look at this right here, folks. I got a screaming 87 signal, and I got a silver quarter down in the hole. But check how beat up this thing is looking. That's the worst freaking coin I think I've ever seen. Now I've lost it. Look at that. That's a barber quarter. But look how beat up it is. It's got a hole in the middle. I can't even tell what it, I can't even give a positive date or anything off of it. I don't think it's a seated. I think it's a barber quarter, but good gracious. I mean, it's silver, but I'll take it. But that is absolutely the worst silver coin I've ever dug. So I dug the most beautiful silver coin I've dug last week. This takes number one for the ugliest. I'll keep it, but what a weird find. All right, we'll see if we can poke a few more things out of here. We may bug out of here pretty soon because it's pretty quiet overall. On to the next. And here's my next find. Look right there, guys. I apologize about the wind. My second musket ball of the day. Back in a cornfield for site number 3 today. Just got here about 5 minutes ago. And I'll take that any day. Nice big old piece of old lead ammo from way back when. Mid to early 1800s probably. My buddies pulled 3-seated dimes, a cap bust dime, large cents out of this place. Let's hopefully we get lucky and get something something good, an old silver coin or something. But I'll take old ammo like that any day. All right, on to the next. Well, we've been here about 3 minutes and Pete already tells me he's got a big copper, that son of a gun. I've been over this site and I didn't find it. What do you think you got?
I don't know, buddy. I rang up a 95 and normally that's a piece of junk. But
yeah.
It was so tight. It was so
oh
tight.
My gosh. I probably just missed it.
About 5 or 6 inches down.
Yeah.
I just pulled out the plug.
You never get all, folks. This is the site I pulled my barber hat from last week.
I'm just going to turn this on. This is a day, yes, you won't be able to hear the...
Okay, yeah. This site was here, again, just to recap from my last video, it was here on the 1857 map. I pulled pewter out of here, so obviously early 1800s, but I pulled, you know, the 1900s coins out of here. So
oh, it's really thick.
Big, thick one. That is big. I'm not
You
sure
know
if that's
what it is? Oh, it's got Britannia on it.
Could it be one of those Canadian bank tokens or something? Sometimes those...
it's a British penny, I think.
Cartwheel penny?
Yes.
1799.
Oh, throw it right in the hole.
It wants to get back in there.
No year on this side, it doesn't look like.
That's sweet.
Look at that. Wow.
Zoom in there.
Holy
detail. Crap. It may be one of those 1806 kg halfpennies that I pulled from my my other Colonial site here. That is in beautiful shape, and the soil is kind of clay, so it's keeping stuff pretty well preserved, just like those buttons.
So, actually, it's got a weird. Doesn't look like George.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're gonna cut away, and we'll get you a cleaned up shot, and I'll show you what we think it is here in a minute. Awesome find. We're gonna pull some more stuff out of this site today, despite the rain falling.
1831.
1831. We'll get you a cleaned up shot. There's Pete way over there. I kind of came out in this part of the hayfield. It's a little quieter out here, but I haven't hit that hard way out this way because the targets are fewer and far between. But I got a really tight, solid, like 60 to 70 signal, and I said, well, you got to dig that. And look, folks, down here in the hole. You know what that is right there? That's part of a Colonial shoe buckle frame, caked in the clay. I'll get you a cleaned up shot. I think it may be silver plated. Could be. Because it's got a little shiny kind of silver coming through there. But that's a really nice find. I want to stick around here. Maybe the rest of it's lying around here within 5 yards or so. You never know. But that's a nice find from this site. Let's keep on moving. On to the next. All right, folks, we're back about, I don't know, 15 minutes after that Colonial shoe buckle frame I pulled out. Pete thinks he's got another copper.
Of course I do.
Of course you do, right? You always beat me by a few things every time we hunt.
See it right here?
Oh yeah, right on edge there. Let's see if we can guess what it is before you wipe it off. That looks more US maybe. The one thing, and I showed you in my last video, it's hard on some of these things because they are just caked in this clay.
So we're going to put that there for a second.
It's just hard to figure out what exactly it is.
We're going to get a little bit of rainwater on here.
Oh, you're going to get some detail. I already see something.
Oh, she's a drape bust, it looks like.
Yeah, maybe a drape bust. You devil. And the way this clay is preserving stuff, I bet you're going to get some good detail on it.
She's a beaut. 1802 or 03.
Oh, there you go. Those are the common dates. What an awesome find. A good detailed copper drape bust here. Oops, let me get you in there.
Once it dries up, it'll be pretty nice.
Oh, yeah, you can see it right there. I'm going to try to pan the camera around. Drape bust. We'll get you a cleaned up shot after we clean it all up here. But another awesome find by Pete. 1802 or 3 there, one of the common dates, but who cares? Great copper coin.
Beautiful.
On to the next. Well, here I am with my next find. See that guy down there? He's really making me angry today. He just dug a freaking half-cent drape bust. 1800 something. I didn't get it on film. We'll try to show you in the wrap-up when I get back home. But I did get a decent 70 signal here, and I panned down, and this place just produces every time I come out here. Here's another flat button, folks. Right there with the shank. And it looks like a plain Jane, but you never know. I'll try to clean that up in the wrap-up and give you a wide shot. But that's a decent find. Let's keep on plugging along. There's always more stuff here. The fields go on forever, as I've shown you before out here, so you can dig here all day long. All right, on to the next. Here's Pete's video again. This is BTV Digger with Pete's video. Let's go down and look. He says he's got yet another copper.
You can see it right.
It looks like it's on edge right down in there. Yep, once you take it out.
Pluck it.
Yep, okay, it's a copper. That looks US.
Yep.
If I had to guess. It looks about the right thickness. We pulled like 4 drape bust out of here, but
that's going to be a matron head.
A matron.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll get her when she's cleaned
Yeah,
up.
this has got clay soil as well, so sometimes it's hard to see what they're going to be right off the bat. But yeah, we can tell it's a matron right away. Another great find. Pete's got 5 coppers for the day. 4 largies, and I think he said he just dug a fatty Indian.
Yep.
I'm getting really skunked out. I got like the Colonial shoe buckle and 3 flat buttons. And that's all I've gotten today other than some can slaw. So great job, buddy.
Thanks, bud.
Well, we're back inside for the quick wrap up here. I showed you some of the cleaned up shots. These are the dirty shots after we just got back here. This was definitely the Pete show today. Let me quickly go through what I got. I got some of these I got on film. I got 3 flat buttons. Most of these are plain Janes. 2 of these I didn't get on tape. I dug 2 coins today. You know what? 2 memorial pennies. One of them was at 8 inches and one was at about 5 inches. Totally frustrating. Got a piece of a crotal bell, and I guess what you can call my find of the day, I got the part of the Colonial shoe buckle there. Not a bad find. It looks like it may have been silver plated, so I'll clean that up. And then Pete stole the show today. He got, looks like about 10 flat buttons. Some sort of ornate piece here. Looks like a part of a belt buckle or a fancy suspender clip or sash buckle. What else we got down here? Part of an old spoon. And then he got 5 coppers, guys. Freaking crazy. Some of these I didn't get on tape. Fatty Indian, 1859. He got the drape bust half cent. I didn't get that on tape, but I told you about it in the video. And some of these are not cleaned up, but you saw the cleaned up shots of some of the stuff embedded in the video. 1800 something, killer find. This is the drape bust from the first site we hit, 1802 or 3, I believe. And you saw a cleaned up shot of that. Didn't get this one on film. This is a matron, 1820s. Killer. And then probably the coin of the day, a William IV, 1831 British halfpenny from that first site we hit. Look at the condition on this coin, folks. Incredible. That's worth some bucks. He was only reigning for like 6 years and only made the coins in like 1831, 1834, and 1837. This one's in 1831. Man, what a find. Happy for him. Always love to share sites and have people find good stuff. And sometimes I get more skunked out, but honestly, the sites have definitely produced. And I'm not going to complain at all. I do find some good stuff as well. So listen, thanks for joining me for the latest edition of BTV Digger. And remember to get out there and dig it all. It's waiting in the ground for you to find.